Hello and welcome to my review of the Samsung RF24 American style fridge freezer. The first thing I want to say about this fridge freezer is it is absolutely humongous. We've bought it because it's going to become the focal point of a brand new kitchen, and if ever you're looking for something to be the focal point of a kitchen, this pretty much is it. Everyone who's come in to see it so far has just gone crazy over it, and pretty much everyone's fallen in love with it. So as you can see, it's massive. The reason being is it does pretty much everything you want a fridge freezer to do. You've got the fridge at the top, you've got an adaptable tray in the middle, which I'll show you in a bit, and you've got a rather large freezer section at the bottom. So if I start from the outside, this bit here is your control panel and an ice and water dispenser. Now, just to let you know, this isn't actually plumbed in at the moment because, as I mentioned, it's going to go into a new kitchen. So don't let the fact that you might not have a running water supply nearby put you off getting it, because you can get it now, and as we're doing, get it plumbed in later. So the water functionality, the crushed ice functionality, and the cubed ice functionality, which would normally be available, you can switch off, which is great as well if you've got kids who are used to touching buttons. This is all done via the child lock function. It has an energy saving option as well. You can adjust the temperature of the freezer facilities and the fridge just by pressing the touch sensitive buttons here, and it kind of rotates through the various temperatures from freezing to even more freezing, and the same thing happens with the fridge as well. It's a shame it's not an up or down, but it doesn't vary a vast amount, so you just kind of keep on going until you get to the bit that you want. Right, the moment that you've all been waiting for is the inside. It's always so good. It feels so good because it's really well made. I mean, it feels like a commercial grade fridge. So, inside, basically, as soon as you look inside, you think you need to go and do another supermarket trip because there is so much space. And so much adjustable space as well. All these shelves inside, they're split into two. So the right side can adjust separately from the left side. If you look right in the middle, you'll see it's got those kind of those shelf supports that you get in supermarket fridge freezers. So they can all go up higher and lower, but they also tip open, so you can put a large bottle of something or other in there. This section here folds forward and back, so once again you can accommodate large or awkward shaped containers. This bit here is the ice making machinery, so that kind of takes up, actually doesn't take up as much space in the fridge as you'd expect that kind of system to take up. Not that I really know what kind of size they take up anyway. This bit down here consists of two separate humidity control compartments. So if you're looking at storing salad or chilled goods that you want to try and keep fresh for as long as possible, then you can vary the humidity from low to high depending on what type of items you've got in these compartments. They are both adjustable separately, and they both lock as well, so you can't actually open them. The doors, they basically claimed back. I mean, they're quite thick doors, but every bit of available space has been claimed back. So these shelves are double depth. So we've got a large bottle of cola there and a large bottle of milk going straight in front of it. So you know, you only need to look at it and realise just how much you can store in this thing. Even on the other side, where you've got the mechanism for the water and ice dispenser, there's still really handy little shelves where the space has been available, that space has been grabbed, and you can put cans. I mean, it's just so much space in this thing, it's incredible. So, we're going to close it up. Each side is open individually, of course. I always want to know how this mechanism works, it's very clever. The centre tray is a multi-purpose chilled drawer. So you can use it for storing things like wine, which is a personal favourite of mine, snacks, cold drink, meat, things that you want to keep chilled for a dinner party in the evening or whatever. You change the temperature of it just using this touch sensitive control here. And furthermore, inside you have these adjustable separators to stop things from moving around. So if you've got a bottle or two, it'll stop it from sliding over. Keeps everything nice and separate. It's actually deeper than you can see. It goes back a fair way. And once again, the movement and motion, it really does feel quite solid. Going down to the freezer, this is pretty much, I guess, the equivalent of a small chest freezer. You've got this top tray which allows you to keep all the things that perhaps you want to have frequent use to. I mean, I'm a fan of buying things you know, in the supermarket when they go cheap, and you know, keeping them ready for use, or putting things into easily accessible bags, and cooking food so you can use it later. You can do all that. You can really stockpile all your favourite recipes and favourite dishes, which we started to do down here. And once again, when I say they've actually clawed back every single bit of available space, the depth that you've got in the drawer mechanism here has been claimed back, so you've got another tray there. This moves in and out, and it closes with a very confident close. The feel to it is very, very good. If at any point you leave any of these compartments open, there is an alarm which will sound, so you know that you've actually left something unattended. A few other things to mention: the water does actually have a filtration system in there, so you get these little cartridges that you put in, so it'll save you money in the long run from buying bottled water. I drink a lot of bottled water, so that's going to be a thing of the past once this is plumbed in. It'll all be freshly filtered water. However, they do only last for 6 months. I don't know if that's 6 months in terms of actual time, or whether it's 6 months varying on usage. So making that a bit clearer might be worth looking into. But other than that, the insides of it, all the nitty-gritty mechanics, the compressor system comes with a 10-year warranty, which is, well, that's pretty good, I must say. And yeah, as I mentioned, it definitely needs filling, but it's going to be a lot of fun filling this. So there we go, that's the Samsung RF24 American style fridge freezer, probably the dogs when it comes to fridge freezers.